What's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by my search channel, the Search T channel. Uh, all right, final episode of Umbrella Academy is here. The White Violin, which is the final episode for this season. So, why don't we check it out? Pogo and Mom, Grace,
Guys, this is it. The apocalypse is still on. The world ends today. You said it was over. I was wrong, okay? This newspaper, I found it in the future the day I got stuck. The headline hasn't changed.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm good to know this is the newspaper came out this morning.
I'm listening to me when I found it. I assumed this place came down along with everything else. Here we are. The full still shining. The earth is in one piece. Not the academy. Then listen
So only the Academy came down, but not everything else.
before the apocalypse.
Okay.
Vanya is the bomb. Vanya causes the apocalypse.
Vanya causes the apocalypse. Exactly what I said. That's what number 5 told me. Apparently, it wasn't the day because she only brought down the academy. Cha Cha and Hazel. That makes me want to eat Chinese food. Their leader is like eating Chinese food. Broccoli too. Beef and broccoli, that's mine. So funny they're still together. They've been trying to kill each other. She wants that explanation.
You both are no match for a litter of emotionally stunted siblings.
You got powers.
Cha-cha means there are certain unexpected consequences from said family that required us to deviate from the original plan.
You don't. We have no say in the commission. The heir will sein Krieger from the inner. Of course, I'll translate. It means the eggs think they're smarter than the chicken. Do what you're told.
Yeah, the one that gives out the assignments and all that stuff. I thought she had a bunch of sauce on her face, but that's a scar.
Also sent a message from you to eliminate the other.
I never say.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I'm not following. Of course you're not. I never sent those messages. If I did.
I sent the messages. Remember that to those guys, so that's why they ended up, following the wrong orders.
Choice not to kill each other. So, in the spirit of that part, I'm giving you this one.
Excuse me.
Protect Vanya Hargreaves at all costs.
The assignment: protect all Vanya Hargreaves at all costs.
Resign from the commission and live out the remainder
If they do, they get to finish out the rest of their days resigned, retired from the commission.
protection until you're solved. And what are you? And your partner. Plus all prior offenses, fines, and infractions will be expunged from your record. Failure to comply will result in termination.
Sounds a good deal. Ah, Barracuda. She even offers fortune cookies after saying you'll be able to retire Hazel, and she gets a new partner, Cha Cha, right? If they protect Vanya Hargreaves, if they don't comply, she Cha Cha gets her all this infractions, conviction, all that stuff expunged from her record. If they don't comply, all parties are Vanya was pretty badass now. Telling you. Classic. Oh, not good. Woo-hoo-hoo. I had to stop. She was in the street. She said, "Get out of the way, bitch." He just looks, and then car just flips back, and boom, that's it. And you don't play that with Vanya, and Vanya don't play.
Or what? To do whatever it takes to stop on you. We may not have a choice, Allison.
Bullshit. There's always options.
How much what? I don't know. But whatever we decide, we need to find our man fast, okay? She could be anywhere. Or here. Put it in.
That's right. Your contract is tonight.
I don't think
Hello?
she's at the
Manager says
San Pluvium.
you gotta leave.
Whose turn is it?
Strike, but on the couple other lanes over. They're on a bowling alley.
Yeah, you know, I'll bet we sacrificed everything to bring us back together. On this one, we can't give her a chance to fight back.
I don't think they know that Ben is there.
Guys, maybe I can help.
He should tell him because he can help. You know, he's got the ability now to touch things.
Really? Is that true? Yeah, I did. Take credit for it. In fact, the real hero is Ben.
Today, listen, today, he punched me in the face. And earlier at the house, he was the one to save Diego's life, not me. I want proof. Is that it? I'll give you proof. Alright, it's showtime, man. Catch. Is there any way to silence that voice in your head that screams out to me to
They
sound
don't
attention?
they don't believe him when
Before you got
when
laid?
he is lying. Then when he's telling the truth, they're still saying you don't believe him. You know, he's trying to prove that Ben was there. Obviously, Ben can't. Yeah, I think Ben has to do it. He has to have some kind of like sort of emotion or something, or some kind of adrenaline to help him do that. It's like something you see in other hero movies too.
It's my son Katie's birthday today, and we're just gonna be happier playing with kids in Village. So it's okay with you to do that. Chop off my own foot. Let's go.
Y'all love number five, man. Look like a kid, but he's no kid. He's an adult, and he ain't playing no kid games and all that. Oh, number five got a instruction in a ball return. Microfilm or something. Oh, shit! With some kind of a homing device in that container. He just, oh, I think he found it himself and he just smashed it. So, fortune cookie. Time marches on, or does it? Rain Quail, room 12.
All right. I'll be the first to admit things really got out of hand. Punches were thrown, shots were fired, but I'm willing to forgive you.
How very fast.
The handler was right. We had a chance to kill each other.
Handler.
We were ordered to kill each other. And we did. It says something, right? You wanted to throw away all that goodwill.
She's like, we were ordered to kill each other, but it must mean something, right? We didn't. This is because they were fucking awful and trying to kill each other. They had rotten luck. That's what it was. You just had that luck. One of them should be dead, or both of them.
We don't have a briefcase. She's leaving us to die.
Look, there's honor.
Vanya with those eyes, man. Just don't fuck with me eyes. That's what it is. She's on her way to the, I guess you call it a recital or a hall, play a concert.
Your siblings may be on this mission longer than usual. So as you wait, be prepared to do your studies alone. You understand? Very well.
Like similarities, of course, to the X Men and all that stuff, and the inner turmoil, the use of their powers, and Vanya's like Dark Phoenix, like Jean Grey. Powers are more powerful than her fellow mutants and heroes. Same thing with Vanya. I love that they're all together because Ben. They realize now that Ben's there. Vanya's possessed to display that violin and to just cause what she's causing. They said that if the concert's done, the world ends. What are they gonna do? They're just gonna tackle her? I told you. She came out and she just waved her hand. Simple as that. Now they're all suspended with a ray of beam of white on each of them, holding them up. But Allison ain't there. She's right behind her. Right behind her. It's probably gonna rumor her, but she can't. Oh, she has a gun to her head. Damn. It's draining their energy. Come on, Allison, make a decision. Come on. Okay. What did she do? Okay, she shot a hole in the wall. It diverted her power, shot out, and then it shot like a hole into the moon, and then left it a little red mark there. I don't know if that's the life force that went out of her. The power, whatever. Well, Allison made her, pretty quick but smart decision, I guess. Now it's cracking now. The moon. A whole chunk and like a meteorite. Now that's flying towards the Earth gravitational pull, kind of pulling it down.
Guys?
That's probably what caused the what do you call it? The yep, causing the apocalypse. Oops. Oh man. We're together at the end, like Luther said. At least they're together at the end as a family.
Well, then we might as well accept our fate because in less than a minute we're gonna be big brothers.
What's your idea then?
Use my ability to time travel. This time, I'll take you with me. No, I've never tried before.
He's gonna try to time travel with all of them at once.
58-year-old man inside a child's body. So there's that.
I'm in. Whatever, I'm in. Me too.
They're all in.
Great, yeah, he's in. Okay. Grab on now.
Damn. How's he gonna do that, man? That's gonna take a lot.
This apocalypse will always happen. Vanya will always be the cause unless we take her with us and fix her.
So Vanya will always be the cause, but they take her with them, and they'll be able to fix it. Because technically she's always going to be the cause, you know. Space-time continuum kind of thing, like the Flash. You know, not Flash, but when yeah. Number 5, some powerful stuff, man. That's some powerful stuff coming on. Oh, it's kind of going around, right? Showing them, and then they're turning into one after the other. They're turning into kids, you know, showing them as kids. Oh. So the partner of Patch, and he's like disintegrated into thing, and then Cha Cha, same thing. It's just like that old Terminator 2 thing. Everybody's just turning into dust. All right, so that was it. You know, wow, that was great. Very, very good show. And yes, from what I read before I started doing this video, that April 2nd, this month actually, 2019, it's renewed for a second season. I'm down with that. I'm sure you're down with it. You know, definitely a show that really took me by surprise, because it's like I was watching it, wasn't feeling it. You know, especially with Klaus, I thought he was obnoxious and overbearing. And he got, you know, I started getting used to him, and then probably the one guy that I had an issue with, and then it slowly went away. And then I just started getting invested in all these guys' characters and their side stories. You know, the whole thing with Vanya not being so normal after all. I mean, you know, Reginald adopted her for some reason. Ends up she had powers that would be harmful to her siblings and harmful to herself. So we see, you know, Five, who comes back as a child 30 years later after they're all grown up and everything. We see what he's been up to, been a hired assassin, if you will, for the handler. See Cha Cha and Hazel get, and I'm telling you, Mary J. Blige, you know, she killed that performance. She's really, really good. I'm not a fan of hers, never have, and I never will be because I don't like her music. But as an actress, pretty damn good. And the guy that played Hazel, you know, really great partnership between them. And even toward the end, when they really didn't hated each other, you know, it's like that, you know, partnership kind of dissolved really quick. And then Hazel falls in love with Agnes, and who cares if she's old and like that. Love finds each other, you know. Yeah, she's got a good heart. It's very, very open, you know, big heart, and she still wanted to be with Hazel at the end. You know, she saw him shoot the handler in the head and kill her. You know, and now the ending, and definitely the apocalypse happened. Now, number 5 was able to get able to get uh, all of his brothers, all of his sisters, up into the vortex, if you will, or whatever you want to call that, and ended up taking them somewhere. We saw in the end, we saw the partner of Patch. He was opening up an envelope or something, and then you see the fire consume him, and then you see Cha Cha, and then same thing to her, and so the planet definitely was destroyed. The Earth was destroyed, but wonder where season 2 is going to take us. And I'm very, very interested. I am definitely in with this show. Thank God that season 2 is here. I mean, not here yet, but it's going to be coming. So we'll see what happens. And of course, before all was said and done, pretty much, you know, number 5 told him that, hey, the apocalypse is always going to happen, but we take Vanya with us, and she's always going to be the cause. So we take her with us, and then we'll be able to fix her and then fix the apocalypse. So you gotta remember when whole thing happened, and she had them all up in, her white beams coming off them, and pretty much picking up each of her siblings and draining their power. It looked as though, draining their energy. And she was right behind them, and she didn't shoot. Allison didn't shoot her in the head. She just basically kind of distracted her or shot on the side of her. A beam went up and it hit the moon, and it caused a meteor to come to, part of it break off, and a meteor hitting it, plus other, once the whole moon was cracking up and all that stuff, it started just sending all these damn little meteorites after it. So they cure her, or they at least try to help her control her power, I guess, and then it won't happen. But let's see what they do in part two. I mean, part two, season two. But overall, this was an outstanding season, debut season actually. Good for the to the writers and the producers, and adapting this from a comic book, and you know bringing it to life. And everybody who did their part, who played the roles, did a very good job. If I were going to pick my favorite out of all these guys, I would, definitely say, I definitely would say, you know, Allison, because I like how her story, is, and it's like so heartbreaking, and it's about her wanting to be with her daughter, and showing that this one mistake kind of caused, things to happen with her husband, and then with her kid, and see the what she went through with Vanya slashing her throat. She could have died, but like they said, it was just like a hairline away from her jugular. They were able to patch her up. Well, the mom was able to patch her up, Grace. And yeah, and but every one of these characters do bring something to the film, and something, and all these actors did an outstanding job. And definitely hyped up for season 2. I'm a fan. I'm probably gonna, for the first time in my life, or a long time, because I was a kid when I was reading comic books. I stopped right away. I think as soon as I hit my teens, I stopped reading comic books. But I'll probably get into these comics in preparation for the you know for the upcoming season. Don't know when it's going to will be here. It was just announced, so gotta wait and see. It's like the waiting game, if you will. Well, thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for being patient with me on this and following along. Uh, also, as always, please click like, thumbs up, and share. And also, please subscribe to my channel. And also, I'm on Twitter now, so please go to at Surge T channel on YouTube. I mean, excuse me, on Twitter. Simple as that. Thanks for watching, and take care.